What's up guys, welcome to another video. I know I've been MIA, I've been a bit busy, and I hope you've been busy as well. Yeah, today's video is we're gonna be breaking down my SUBSIDIA release, which is which is my Mad About track, which some of you have heard of. If you haven't, then I suggest you go and do so, and I'll be leaving the link in the description. Yeah, guys, we're gonna be breaking down the track. Hopefully you guys learn something from it and see how I make my music. Of course, the only way for you to grab the project is if you become a Patreon, so I'll leave the link for that in the description as well. And if you do become a Patreon, you will find other goodies on my Patreon page, which comes with like unreleased music, unreleased edits that I make for my shows or for shows. You'll find my 3 sample packs in there, and of course some projects that you can open. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Thank you. First I want to start with the melody. The melody, which is really simple. The sub sounds like this. The flute here. Okay. That flute is literally a sample from Cashmere's a sample pack that he released on Splice. Yeah, the flute is just basically re-looping itself after each 4 count. And then it's just all the effects that I added here. I'm not gonna go too deep into like the effects. If you're a patron, I want you to just kind of have that benefit of like seeing how I use my effects and stuff like that. As far as the intro, it's just a simple whistle. For this section here, it's the same thing, but it's just it becomes a build up. The effects groups is really simple, nothing too crazy. We have an impact here, another impact, another impact, and then a lot of sweeps and risers. Simple stuff. Then we have build up, which is a clap, and then we have a snare come in. The vocals is really simple. So I have 2 audio tracks. This is a hook.
Brothers be mad about nothing. Yeah.
And then we have like ad-libs.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, so most of these ad-libs they were cut from like some sections here, and then some of these ad-libs were from like a sample pack that had the same artist inside. So now let's go to the drums. So we have this kick here. Okay, the kick, a group of a clap and a snare. Sounds like okay. Hi-hats. Okay. Then we have an open hat. Okay. The brass that comes in the first 4 bars of the track. Yeah, you can hear it here. So that's the low end, and then we have the high end. So we're introducing that on the build up, and then we have the perk drop. There was like this was a sample, like a bass sample, and then all I did was just kind of made it really tight, more like a perk, and then I added trash 2. I added Camel Crush, a bit of OTT, some saturation, and frequency shifter. Then we have a ring mod here. Then we have the sub. Okay. The sub, the ring mod, and then I think this is a sound. Yeah, here we go. So Now, picture this, just really subby, and yeah, just imagine this really subby, and then turn into like a perk drop, you know. Yeah, both of these, they sound like it sounds like this together. So yeah, the only thing that changes is the second section here of the perk drop, which goes down 12 well, it goes down 12 semitones, goes down one up. Okay, and it follows that throughout the whole drop. Simple. For the second break, nothing really changed. It's the same thing as the first break. Nothing changed. Same as for the build up. For the second drop, the whole structure of the song changed. The drum section here for the first drop, it's really like dubstep-ish. So it's like kick, clap, kick, clap. Other than here in the section here in the second drop, it's more of a trappy drop. Okay, so yeah, the drum section here, the change bit, it's more of a trappy. It's more bouncy and stuff. So that changed. The snare didn't change. The hi-hats didn't change. So there's a lot of bass fills. We have this bass. Then we have that, and then we have them together. You know, and they're all just simple vocals. The only thing that did change here is that ring mod. We did make it a bit longer. Make that longer, and then we make the 808s longer. Okay, and then we did have a different variation drop for the perk, which is it's really repetitive, you know. It's the same variation for the whole drop, you know. Nothing really changed unless it's like an octave down or an octave up. Other than that, the whole drop sounds the same. You know? You know? And the brass did change a bit, so it's the same brass. So on the second drop, what we did is we cut the last bar off, and we left that, and we used that half of the first 4-bar loop. So it's all you hear is, and then the second loop, you'll hear the second half of this. You know, it just follows through the same way. Okay, it's really simple. Literally, there's 31, 32, 33, 34. There's 34 audio channels. So that just says that very minimal. One, two, this song was made on a lazy type of day. And three, I could have added a lot more shit to it, but I decided not to, just because I felt like the track was already full enough to call it done. But yeah, guys, that was how I made Mad About. If you want to go ahead and open the project, all you really got to do is become a Patreon. I'll leave the link in the description, and you can go ahead and open the same project, same project file that I have here, you know. But other than that, if you do become a Patreon, you'll find the Mad About stamps. And if you're not an Ableton user, you can go ahead and grab the stamps. GAWM on release, so if you become Patreon, you'll get some on release music from me, of course. I threw in there about 3 or 4 tracks. Mad About Ableton Project, Carnage Sample 1, 2, and 3, and some exclusive edits that I made for shows. So yeah, guys, want to become a Patreon? totally appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave my handles somewhere in the video. But yeah, thank you. I go by GAWM, and hope to see you guys pretty soon. Go, GAWM. Thanks, Hyde. Go.